This is one of Cluny the Scourge's online Rome Total War battles. I'm playing as Dacia. I've taken 6 warbands, 2 units of folksmen, 1 unit of war dogs, 4 of noble cavalry as my striking element of my cavalry, 2 Scythian mercenaries, that's horse archers, available to Dacia, and my warbands all have the gold weapon upgrade, so do my folksmen. My plan is to draw the enemy onto my centre, the warbands, and then envelop him with my folksmen on one side, on the left there, and my striking cavalry on the right, while I unleash my war dogs from behind to unsettle his infantry, while my horse archers distract and harass on my left. Now my opponent, playing Thrace, is Powerup, and he's taken 3 units of phalanx pikemen, which he's deployed in a long thin line in the centre, 1 unit of archers behind, and on his left and right he's formed his elite units, 3 Bastani units heavily upgraded, and 2 units of armoured general's bodyguards. We're playing on the Numidian Basin, which is a rush map. It's built around this large hill in the centre, so I began by moving my infantry forward to occupy the heights, and he came to meet me. He obviously has quite a similar plan to me: fix the enemy in the centre with his phalanxes, and outflank with his 2 sets of elite units on either side. I start my war cry function with my infantry to give them a little extra edge in the coming battle. However, they are only barbarian infantry, and against a phalanx, even a long thin phalanx like that, they won't last long, so I need to strike around the flanks hard. Conscious of the enemy having a unit of foot archers, I've set the Scythian mercenaries on Cantabrian circle. My enemy notices this, notices they can be caught even on skirmish mode, and sends his striking wing in on the left, my left. I intercept them with 1 of my units of folksmen, while I send the other swinging around to complete its original assignment of outflanking the main enemy line, along with 1 unit of warbands. Those are general armoured cavalry, however. They're very tough, 2 hit points each, and with those elite Bastani units backing them up, my folksmen aren't going to manage for long. So I charge into the rear of that pocket with my Scythian mercenaries, who are not really ideal for hand-to-hand fighting, but I was counting on the shock value of a cavalry charge against fixed infantry, and it failed. The enemy has won the battle on the left, and I release my dogs there. My outflanking warband and folksmen go around the left, and I strike hard against his phalanx on my right with my cavalry, and because it's such a long thin line, they make short work of it, punching through and with their superior numbers causing them to rout. And just in time, because that phalanx had, as you saw, routed the warband on my far right. My infantry over on my left are making a harder go of it, but recognising that speed is essential, I decide to ignore the enemy's elite Bastani and armoured cavalry on my right, and keep those noble cavalry working on the phalanxes, grinding them 1 at a time, rolling up his line and winning the battle in the centre, counting on my being able to free up all those fixed warbands to mob the enemy. Here you see the Thracians exploiting the advantage they gained on my left by outflanking my troops there. However, my cavalry arrive, having rolled up that line, and put paid to the local superiority that the Thracians gained on that side of the battlefield, routing those Bastani and armoured cavalry. His general unfortunately got away, which was a missed opportunity. However, I didn't waste time chasing him, recognising that as the barbarian player with inferior troops, I needed to continually take advantage of the effect of my superior numbers, and so kept them moving from pocket to pocket, destroying each in turn. My Thracian opponent became desperate and sent his archers into hand-to-hand combat to support his last Bastani unit there, which, as you can see, I'm beginning to outflank. Here they are up close. Pound for pound, those Bastani are much tougher than the troops they're fighting, but against such overwhelming numbers, they really don't have a chance. Now, what were my opponent's mistakes? He took too few cavalry, however tough they might have been individually, and then split them. He would have done better to mass his elite striking units on one side or the other, and so aim for a quick, decisive rolling up effect, just as I did. He needed more numerous, less expensive cavalry, and to keep them massed.